How can you go better, go faster, do things more efficiently, push the limits? And land speed racing captures that. You look at the history of speed records, human speed records, motor speed records. It's part of the human condition. It's a lot of fun. The pursuit of speed has been a lifelong interest for me. I grew up on a farm. I started driving tractors at age 11, and I could drive anywhere and I wanted to drive on the farm. I've done land speed records in New Zealand, and it's wonderful to come to a place where you've got all the facilities, the safety equipment and the infrastructure to drive as fast as you possibly can. And the category that we race in, these are wheel-driven engines. They're not reaction engines like rocket engines or jet engines or something like that. And these have to be conventional engineering in which you've got engines driving drive shafts, which are driving wheels. So that means we've got a great range of products, gearboxes, engines, technologies to choose from in which to pursue this without requiring $1 million budget. The atmosphere of Speed Week, it's a wonderful place. It's a non-competitive sport to the point where there's no prize money. You're in it for bragging rights, and there's a wonderful camaraderie in which if you need any tools or need any parts, competitors are more than happy to loan you their time or their tools, or in many cases even an engine. I've heard people loaning engines to other competitors before because their engines have failed and then gone and set records with them. So it's great. It's a really family-like atmosphere where you've got lots of brothers and lots of sisters. It's just like a family. Honda engines are a great engine as a basis for building engines for Speed Week or any sort of land speed car. The amount of power per cubic centimetre you can get out of the engines is great. The cylinder heads breathe an enormous amount of air. They're so well built, they take a lot of stress and they take a lot of strain. And frankly, a lot of the other competitors are so surprised at how much power we can wring out of these very small engines. I mean, very small engines compared to the big block V8s that tend to be running out there. And, you know, one of the categories we're running in a couple of weeks' time is blown gas streamliner. The fastest speed that any blown gas streamliner set is about 358 miles an hour. There's a chance that we could possibly exceed that speed, and we'll know in a couple of weeks' time. And if so, we'll have the fastest speed of any blown gas streamliner with a four-cylinder engine competing against the biggest of the biggest V8s that you can possibly put in a streamliner chassis. I think we've got enough power to do 350 miles an hour, but if we can get everything working reliably, I think we could possibly even see closer to about 370, 375 miles an hour, which puts us pretty close to 600 kilometers an hour. And that is going to make it the fastest four-cylinder engine on the planet.